Once again, hello. Trying to answer question number 3 on our quiz review question sheet number 2. Again, I'm not going to put the question on the screen, but I will read it out for you so you can listen closely. A banana is standing only on the 8-meter high diving platform, ready to take its last dive in the Fruit and Vegetable Olympics. If it hits this dive, it wins the gold. As it enters the water, it has a velocity of 13 meters per second at 74.39 degrees below the horizontal. First part is we have to figure out how long the banana has to actually perform the dive, so that's the time. And the second part is what is the initial horizontal speed that the banana had when it left the platform. So this one's kind of a backwards problem. We're given the fact that the banana hits the water with a velocity of 73 degrees, 13.00 meters per second. Alright, so a couple ways we can go about this. You can use sine and cosine to break it apart, and really that's the easiest and fastest way to do this. So really we want to complete the triangle. There's our Vx. This one's our VFY, and this one, of course, was our VF. So we have a hypotenuse, we have the angle. If we use sine and cosine, sine goes along with opposite because it's SOH for SOHCAHTOA. So we can set it up to figure out what VFY is. Our VFY is really our opposite side of the angle. So you set it up, sine of theta equals its opposite over hypotenuse, which in our case, sine of 74.39 equals opposite what we're trying to solve for, VFY, over our hypotenuse, which is 13. Multiplying up, VFY is 13 sine 74.39, which is going to give us 13 times sine 74, 12.52. 12.52 meters per second. Really, that's going to be downward because it's going down. And while we're going at it, we're going to find our cosine, which is going to deal with our Vx. It's adjacent over hypotenuse. So our cosine of angle 74.39 equals adjacent over 13. Skip the step to show that it's 13 times cosine, and we get an adjacent side of 13 times cosine 74.39, 3.50. 3.50 meters per second. This is our Vx. And, happily, with doing that, we found part B. This is what B was asking. It was asking for the initial horizontal speed with which the banana left the platform, 3.5 meters per second. That's this piece right here, 3.5 meters per second. So that's part B of the problem. We're great. The last thing we have to find is part A of the problem, which is time. So this is really where it would help to set up. We don't care so much about horizontal. We're done with that. But our vertical stuff, we know that AY is always negative 9.81 meters per second squared. VIY, 0 meters per second. We know now our VFY, negative 12.52 meters per second, and we're looking for T. So this stuff just doesn't matter. There's no point in writing it down if it doesn't matter. We're looking for our T, so just looking with these four. We also could use the fact that dy is negative 8 meters. It's totally your choice. But in this time, I'm going to use these four variables. In previous, we've done dy equals VIYT plus 1/2 AYT squared. That goes away, etc. Solve for t that way. Going to get the same answer. I'm just going to do it solving. Separate these. Solve it. VFY equals VIY plus AYT. Doesn't matter which way we do it. They're both derived from the same equation, so they're both going to give you the exact same answer. This way, it's absolutely true that that's sort of the one we use more often. But, like I've said in class, we can use this equation if it fits us, and it does in this case. So it's a little simpler mathematically, so I think we're going to use that one. Just plugging in, negative 12.52 equals negative 9.81 times t. Got to divide by the negative 9.81, divide by negative 9.81 on that side, that one cancels, and you're left with a t of 12.52 over 9.81. 1.28 seconds. I don't know why I did that. Nope. Hold on. Sorry. There we go. Erase that. T of 1.28 seconds. So this is what part A was asking us for the question. Part A is done. Part B is done. So we got 1.28 seconds. There we go. Hopefully that answers any questions and allows you to see. If you did it this way, you would plug in, just sort of set it up for you right up here. It would be negative 8 equals negative 4.905 t squared. When you solve for t, you'll get the same answer, 1.28, maybe a couple decimals off, but that's not a problem at all. This 4.905, by the way, is 1/2 of negative 9.8. Just do 0.5 times 9.81 in your calculator, you'll see the 4.905. So I got that. All right, so hopefully with all these videos, you will be set up and ready to go for the quiz. I know you will. So we'll have a little bit of time at the beginning of class tomorrow to ask me any questions, but I'm confident that we are ready. So have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.